right, time is just about 11:45 Eastern Time. It is pardon me for doing this, I'm operating on two computers here. The 11th, I want to make certain the date is right before we get too far into our streaming session. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onig. This is an abbreviated edition of Weather Overtime for Friday. I want to update you on what's going on as we head into the area of the weekend, where we do see the potential for some more showers and thunderstorms. Not great chances, but we'll see what we can wind up with. And also some fairly hot weather coming our direction into the weekend as well. So any outdoor activities, you got the heat, the humidity, and the potential of some showers and thunderstorms that might mess up some outdoor activities. Less of a chance of flash flooding, so definitely some good news on that. We'll also take a quick look at the Perseid meteor shower viewing conditions. That'll come up as we peak tonight into Friday and into early Saturday. Not much left in the way of showers, although we do have some activity just exiting the News 12 viewing area around Monroe County, Tennessee, and back into Cherokee County in North Carolina. That's about the heaviest amount of rainfall we've got for right now. Some other showers trying to get going over portions of the Cumberland Plateau and right around either side of I-24 on Titan radar. Everything moving to the east at about 20 to 25 miles per hour, and we'll see more chances of showers and thunderstorms off and on throughout the rest of the day. This morning's thunderstorms, what are left of them, exiting Georgia and heading into southwestern South Carolina. A little bit more activity around Birmingham, east of Montgomery, and south of Atlanta. That, again, moving away from us at this time. So the chances of anything really giving us any more major problems doesn't look like a bunch of it, but we will see the potential of maybe a mad dash from the school bus into around heading home tonight if you don't have any rain protection out there. So definitely want to make certain you get the kids something in the way of rain protection before getting into this afternoon and this evening on the way home. Yesterday's high 88, very close to our normal high of 90, 70 the overnight low, and temperatures back again pretty close to normal. Yesterday, with the thunderstorms coming through, wind gusts of around 35 miles per hour, we managed just over a third of an inch of rain ahead for the month, but behind still by about an inch or so for the entire year. So could use a little bit more help when it comes to the rainfall across portions of the area. We do again see more potential of rainfall coming up this weekend, and we'll give you an update on that coming up in just a little bit. Cloudy skies, a little bit on the busy side for lunchtime activities around the area of the Interstate 2475 split on the EPB fiber optics WeatherCam network. Looking over downtown, a lot of cloudy skies out there, looking south from the downtown buildings and seeing a little bit of sunlight getting through the clouds, but not by much. Mostly overcast around Lee Point. Highway 153 and 64 traffic getting heavy around lunchtime, but otherwise moving along pretty well. Island Cove Marina and Resort, looking out over the waters, again, decently overcast skies across much of the area there. And once again, from downtown, the News 12 studios showing a little bit of blue way off in the distance, but otherwise mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures back in the lower 80s. If we get enough sunshine throughout the rest of the day, we may see the potential for, again, some activity in the way of rain showers, but hopefully the sunshine will not give us too much to worry about in the way of severe weather or stronger thunderstorms out there. It's possible. We just don't see a lot of that taking place for right now, so definitely some good news on that. On the maps, we're seeing this storm system down to our south and to our east, making its way along the Gulf Coast states and heading our direction, kind of wobbling back and forth. And as it does, it'll continue to give us the potential for some more showers and thunderstorms. It's not much, but it will be, again, a possibility through the rest of the day today, mainly back to our south and west and then drifting south of us. But some more showers and thunderstorms off to the west could move our direction, and that's what we're going to be looking for off and on throughout the course of the rest of the afternoon. Let's time things out for you and give you an idea as to what we're looking for Again, through this afternoon, early this afternoon, more limited chances of showers and thunderstorms, and those will stick around through about the mid-afternoon hours, where if we get enough sunshine, temperatures could easily make the lower to mid 90s, and then most of that activity in the way of showers and thunderstorms should be gone into the early evening hours. Approaching us from the northwest by the time we hit tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon, a few more waves of showers and thunderstorms possible. That'll drop our temperatures from the lower to mid 90s back into the mid 70s if we get enough rain showers out of that to block out the sun and give us a little bit cooler conditions. Won't be dry by any stretch of the imagination, as we see a lot more in the way of humidity coming on through, but at least that'll cool us off. So far, we're not looking at anything in the way of severe weather out of this. By early Sunday morning, low temperatures only dropping into the lower to mid 70s and high temperatures rebounding pretty well. So by Sunday afternoon, another hot day going back into around the lower to mid 90s. 7-day forecast looks like this. Again, through the weekend, numbers back very close to where they should be in the lower 90s. This weekend will be very typical weather for this time of the year in this area of the country. We start to see a little bit hotter conditions coming our direction as we go toward Monday. Numbers there will be back in the mid 90s. Not great news for kids going back to the classroom. We will see a diminishing of the showers and thunderstorms. Best chance will be again for today. Less chances into the weekend, and even lesser chances coming up for Monday and Tuesday. So there will be the potential of some rumbles of thunder out there, but we're just not looking at a lot of activity. And then for right now, two areas of good news. Number one, around Wednesday and Thursday, more sunshine, less in the way of thunderstorms taking place, so we may pick up a couple of rain-free days. Secondly, our temperatures going from the mid-90s briefly back into the mid-80s before rising a little bit into the upper 80s. That is below normal for this time of the year, and in mid-August, that is very good news. So numbers not doing too bad, at least as bad as they could be. Remember, we could be in the high 90s to the triple digits at this time of the year, and we would like to try to avoid that if at all possible, just to make certain that we stay a little bit more comfortable and a little bit less dangerous. Severe weather at this time, not a problem. Generic thunderstorms in the pale green area. Marginal threat down to our south and east. Heavier slight risk potential well back up to our north and west today into the Missouri and mid-Mississippi river valleys. The threat of severe weather tomorrow for right now does not look to be an issue. We stay in the generic thunderstorm category, a marginal threat from the mid-south all the way back up to around portions of the Ohio River Valley, then a slight risk category well back up into around portions of the southeastern Great Lakes as we go into the area of very early on Saturday, and that threat will continue as we get into and around Sunday. That threat stays away from us, so we don't see too much of anything in the way of major problems here. Likewise, flash flooding, not a problem today. As we go into tomorrow, northern parts of the viewing area, if we pick up enough showers and thunderstorms, could see a marginal threat of flash flooding, and then that slight risk of flash flooding gets heavier well back to our north, again around the Ohio and mid-Mississippi valleys into the rest of the weekend. So remember, turn around, don't drown, find another way to get to where you're going. That decision to drive into a water-covered roadway might be the last one you ever make, and let's try to avoid that if at all possible. Have fun learning and exploring your weather radio. If you don't know how to program it, we can help you. Go to our website, wdef.com/weather, for more details about how easy it is. This could save your life during severe weather with information direct from the National Weather Service, but it works a lot better if you program it. So more details there. Also, if you're a teacher or an administrator and would like to have one of our weather experts appear in your classroom, make the request, fill out the form at the Food City Weather in the Classroom page at our website, wdef.com/weather. Give us details about your location, contact details, size of your class, grade level of your class, special topics you might want us to cover whether it's in the grade level expectations or you want us to cover something like emergency communications or just being prepared mentally for the possibility of severe weather, fill out the details and we'll cross connect on the schedule again at wdef.com/weather. Now for this weekend, got to hop off here before the noon show gets going. The Perseid meteor shower will be peaking this weekend, tonight, Friday into early Saturday, and hopefully again weather will be permissible to getting out and at least catching a few of those meteors. The moonlight should not interfere. We should be looking at decent conditions for viewing, partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. It is going to be humid and it is going to be warm, and around this area of the country at this time of the year it's probably going to be pretty buggy out there as well, so some bug spray would not be such a bad idea. If you'd like to know more about all of this, go to our websites, especially my YouTube page, where we did a special Skyblog 12 video segment about what to look for tonight. That's available on my YouTube page right now if you'd like to take a look and see more about what to expect for tonight, and hopefully you get some good pictures, send them in to us. We'd love to be able to see more about that. Got to get ready for the noon show. It's coming up in just a few minutes on News 12, so stay tuned for more on that. Meteorologist Todd Heislip has your forecast coming up tonight on News 12, and I'll have more on your forecast bright and early on Monday morning for the vacationing Chip Chapman. Live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee on the News 12 studios, I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onyx. Stay tuned for much more with News 12 on air and online, and hope you have a happy and safe weekend coming up.